Hey guys, Mike with Gettin Greasy Garage, and yeah, well, the rust saga continues. I showed you what I was getting into in the last video, and I spent some time working on it today. This is the driver's door sill. It is finished. I laid some primer over the fresh metal, and I have yet to come back and seam seal it. I had to add a new extension piece right here, and then of course this is all the new sill plate that I fabricated and laid in. So it's all in and solid and welded down, and you can see some spot welds along here. I didn't worry a whole ton about cleaning them up super good because they get covered with seam sealer and covered with carpet anyway. So we get to driver's side rear passenger door sill. And as you can see, there's my foot. So I'm going to show you this the best I can here. My lighting in this shop, I guess, any shop for the most part, isn't that great. As you can see, I got the sill partway cut out, or not the sill but the rocker. I got some more under here cut back, but there's like 3 pieces that come together under here, and that's got to get cut out, remade. This little piece here, I mean, this is all good metal around it. I want to keep as much original steel as I can, so I'll make a little 90-degree patch panel for here. I had to cut it out, so I'll just weld these cuts back up, no big deal. That piece is actually right here, and as you can see, rusted through. So that's the easy one. Here is the bottom side of that rocker. This will be the front edge, the visible side. As you can see, pretty Swiss cheesy. And I had a little dent right there, so I went and cut that out. And this thing's Swiss cheesy all the way up. And so yeah, I'll just make up another panel. I mean, this is, let's see, this is the back edge here, and it's so rotted off that it just, once I popped these factory spot welds loose, this thing just fell off once I cut it out. Flip it over. But yeah, that's what all that dirt and debris inside the rockers does. Pretty crunchy. So yeah, you know, and then you have to grind off all the paint on the outside and really get a good look at this before you go to cutting, because again, I don't want to cut away any good original steel. So, and it's a 4-door car. To my knowledge, none of this stuff is still available. Of course, it's a 59 4-door. They're not super popular cars. Nobody's making this stuff. And it's kind of irrelevant anyway, because I am hearing that patch panels are getting hard to get. Manufacturers are cutting back, less demand, you know, because the car hobby isn't cheap. So I don't think they're going to be making these anytime soon. Look at the end profile here. It's a pretty, well, we'll look at this end is a better. It's a pretty easy bend. I'll be able to bend this up probably in the 18-inch brake. If not, I've got the 30-inch sheet metal brake. But not a complicated bend. So yeah, it's coming along. But this is what you deal with old cars. I mean, you know, it's just part of the deal. And this rust was not discovered until I cut open this sill and found all the dirt in there. And somebody had taken some kind of sealant. I don't know if it wasn't silicone, but it wasn't seam sealer, and had filled these holes from the other side, and then like sanded it off or something. It might have even been epoxy, and then painted over it when it was painted black at some point in its life. So anyway, that's kind of see down in there. Got some more rust to take care of. That back upper panel where the big hole is there, that one's pretty easy to get through the wheel well. And then you got this piece here. That's like, there's like 3 layers right in here that I have to cut out and separate and make each individual piece to put it back right. But the good thing is, right in here, that's just a dent, and it's solid. I don't know if somebody welded that up at some point, but got a few pinholes here, but I'm going to try to just tack or spot weld those in, because most of this is still good and solid steel, and I don't want to have to. This makes several kind of bends in, bends up. I don't want to have to fabricate this unless I absolutely have to. And the back lip on this is still all good. It's good about 1 inch underneath, so. But progress is being made. Unfortunately, it's like 38 degrees in the shop. And, you know, propane isn't free, so I'm just doing what I can without trying to heat up. This shop is so poorly insulated anyway. I mean, there ain't no insulation in the ceiling. The roof's got a leak in it that I can burn propane for 8 hours, and it gets to like 45 degrees in here right now this time of year. But anyway, progress is being made. A lot of work. You know, when this rusty pitted metal, it's really hard to find the factory spot welds. And then I just use a die grinder with a burr bit on it. Find it here, show you guys that. Oh, right. And I just use that to knock out the spot welds. It seems to work the best. So, anyway guys, that's where this is at. This is not super complicated, but it takes time. And I still have right over there to do the same thing, and there's some bubbles in the paint, so I got a sneaking suspicion we're going to do the same thing as this, but I won't know until I get back over to that side. So, alright guys, well, that's enough of an update. The saga continues. Yay, rust. Oh well. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, welcome to the new subscribers. Hopefully you see something here worth watching. And I got a big video coming up. It's gonna be a little longer than normal, but it was a whole project over about 3 weeks that I just kind of been condensing down into one video. Anyway, that's coming up, and other than that, just keep plugging away on this thing. So we're hoping to have this thing running and driving by spring. Totally, you know, at least in enough together that he can cruise around for the summer and then have it painted over the next winter. But anyway guys, I'm out of here. It's late, it's dark, cold, and I'm hungry. So questions, comments, leave them down below. If you would, please give a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff's free. Doesn't cost you a penny. It really helps out the channel. And we can keep growing this thing. So, anyway, stay greasy, my friends.